Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coating bringing you your Jimmy Carter update this morning. And Jimmy, how about Blake Shelton raising some money?
Yeah, he was working on the Easter weekend. He was in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, at the Bank of Oklahoma Center, their big arena. And he brought over, Vince Gill. He got Gwen to come with him. He got the Swan brothers. I barely remember them. They were on The Voice, I think, with him.
Yeah, they were.
Vince Gill. Oh, Ronnie Dunn, he came along too. And Wade Hayes was there. They were there to raise money for the Country Music Hall of Fame. They need their operating expenses and everything. They got to always be raising money. And so they did. It was a great concert on Easter Eve, and they raised $775,000.
Nice little birthday present for the Country Music Hall of Fame. Not bad for a day's work.
Not bad for a one-nighter. That's pretty good. Duane Allen is a good friend of mine, the lead singer of the Oak Ridge Boys, and his wife, one of the sweethearts, Nora Lee. She died over the weekend. She was 76 years old, extended illness. Can't be that extended because everything else I've seen her, but they were married for 54 years and 8 months.
Wow.
Died on Easter morning, don't really know what, but she was one of those, since 1980, she was one of those backup singers at the Grand Ole Opry, the ones that go, ooh, ah, ooh, that stuff, and make the song sound better, and she was just classy, nice lady. Nora Lee Allen. Funeral will be in Kentucky in a couple of days. Field and Stream told you earlier in the year that Eric Church and Morgan Wallen had bought that name from the magazine people, and they intend to bring back some of the print issues and things. And they already started their music festival. It doesn't seem to have a name from what I could tell yet, but it's a 3-day event. It's a party in the woods, October 4th through 6th in Winnsboro, South Carolina. Well, that's up there where Georgia, North Carolina, and not far from Tennessee. It's in the boondocks, but it's where you want to go. You want to get on the country mountainside. You want to be in the boondocks. Fishing, hiking, everything. So to read more about it, and no, I don't know if you can spend the night there. I'm sure there are no hotels in Winnsboro, but I'm sure camping and this regular city is not far away. You go to fieldandstream.com/871, and that's their club where you join and get VIP stuff, and it'll tell you all the other information. When the Beyonce album came out on Friday, there was one country album that came out, and the name is just Hicks Tape, Volume 3, Diff Tape.
Oh, yeah, the Joe Diffie thing, yeah.
Yeah, I wish they just call it the Joe Diffie thing. I don't like that better. That's a very hard title. But anyway, there was a song on there that we found out once we heard it, Ships That Don't Come In.
Uh-huh.
And this is Joe Diffie singing with Luke Combs. And on that same song is Toby Keith.
Yeah, actually just played that on Saturday night. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, it was Toby's final recording.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was the last thing he ever put on tape.
Wow. Yeah, that Diff Tape's got a lot of really good stuff on it. Obviously, Joe's greatest hits, but so many different artists helped out on that. It kind of shows what Joe meant to the industry, and a really good tribute.
Yeah, he had a lot of, I just never have sat down and thought about it, but he has a lot of great songs. I mean, when you start looking at some of your favorite country songs, you can't get too far from Prop Me Up Beside the Jukebox If I Die.
That's for sure.
And that's Joe Diffie, Tracy Lawrence, Lainey Wilson, and the Diff Tones. I love that. the Diff Tones. Yeah. So they had fun at that one, I'm sure. Oh, by the way, Dolly, Dolly is merchandising a lot of things. And now she is selling 2025 wall calendars, mini wall calendars, monthly pocket calendars, weekly desk pad calendars, hardcover planners, etc. at dollyparton.com. So you can have every day can be a Dolly day.
Dolly hadn't gotten into the calendar space yet, I guess, until now.
Everything else. You go into the section of dollyparton.com/collections, and I guess you'll see all the different products that she's a regular Procter & Gamble or something.
Yeah, she is, for sure. Hey, did you have a good Easter, Jimmy?
I did have a good Easter. I had a good time playing with my grandbabies, and that's good enough. I was in transition during the day on Eater, so I had to eat at Waffle House.
And how was that?
Well, you do what you got to do. But I did get to play with my grandchildren, and that was fun.
Well, that's good. That's what it's all about. Well, we'll talk to you again tomorrow. We appreciate it.
See you then. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Jimmy Carter update brought to you by Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coatings with offices in Marion and Cape Girardeau. Go with Reynolds.